Welcome to day one of SBS Automation Middle East region's dedicated trade show for industrial and building automation. More than 20 exhibitors here at this Confex model at the Dubai World Trade Center, taking place until tomorrow. I'm at the exhibition stand of Beckhoff, one of the world's leading automation players, of course, and they've been at the show, well, they were here last year, they're back again this year. I'm with Hafez Alsayed, the managing director of Beckhoff. First of all, you've been in the region a while now, but just give us an overview of your activities in the Middle East.
Okay, first of all, hello, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
It's been a year, I cannot believe it, since last exhibition show. Yeah. From Beckhoff in the mid-region, we are exploring the automations. So we have, as Beckhoff, we are horizontal products range, and it fits in all market verticals. So we are working with infrastructure projects, building automations, industrial, factory automation, especially with the digitalization trends and manufacturing trends, Industry 4.0. On the top of that, oil and gas sector, it requires a lot of retrofit work, especially with the latest trends in automations and digitalizations. It saves a lot for oil and gas industry. A bit bigger range process. This is also a good market for this Gulf region where we are in charge of. On the top of that, we have a huge range of product supplies, such as industrial PC. As you know, industrial PC is used everywhere nowadays with all industrial projects. So we fit into multi-market verticals, and we supply all the automation range required in that.
And we're going to have a look at some of that, some of those ranges in a little while. How long have you been in the Middle East region?
We are since 2007 in the Middle East region. Operating from Dubai as a headquarter for GCC.
Must have been here, well, one of the first players in the market, I guess.
It wasn't. We were not the first.
Not the first, but one of them.
Yes, it's been old. It's been good decisions to invest in the GCC market. As we see, we are expanding. The company is expanding. The automations industry expanding, and the idea behind Beckhoff as open architecture is more and more interesting by days because people. They want to see possibilities. They want to see upgradation jobs. They want to see retrofitting. They want to save cost. And lots of new trends of ideas, digitalization, IoT, communication, all of these buzzwords, as you said, it's gonna be there, easily adapted with us because we are open platform.
And yes, the open architecture, open platform, we're going to touch upon that a little bit later. First of all, let's see some of the highlights at SBS Automation Middle East.
So Beckhoff came up with the UPS integrated with battery. So what you need, if you have any PLC, any products which requires 24 volt and you need a UPS with battery, so you can just buy Beckhoff product, communicated over digital input and USB, and then you have your device fully installed with UPS. You don't need to order it with UPS function because UPS is a capacitor within the product.
Typical verticals?
Sorry?
Verticals?
Any verticals. It's any vendor with any PLC, with any automation. This is standard products, works with multi-people, multi-vendors, and it could apply to HMIs also. It could be applied to small PLC, small industrial PC, different ranges of power, and this is a standard products for everyone.
Should we move on to your EtherCAT line?
So we have EtherCAT here. So if you look closely over the wall, you see all this PLC. It's a one PLC, embedded PC, with multi-protocols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 35 different protocols. Before days, you used to buy a dedicated controller for this protocol, and you have a new device sensor and you want to buy a new controller just to connect that sensor. By nowadays, you might have two functions in the PLC, but from Beckhoff, we have almost all the protocols within one platform.
We're talking about the Middle East region. We see all these different kinds of protocols here, communication protocols. What's sort of most common here in the Middle East?
Okay, so Modbus TCP is still the biggest. Modbus TCP, Modbus RTU. We have a Profibus and Profinet and EtherCAT. Also, lots of companies, they are manufacturing now VFDs with EtherCAT. And they just need the controller, plug it in, and they read the data. So serial protocol is still the oldest. It's the slowest, by the way, but it's the oldest. So we are
still use it, yeah.
40 years, 45 years old technology, so or maybe more a bit. Yes, it's all used, but bits and pieces, so not all of them together because you will not find it, but that shows the possibility with this open architecture. And when you have the IP67 boxes, so you still can convert this protocols to one cable technology where to convert this signal easily, and so on. Even though if I jump a little bit there, I can show you more what EtherCAT can does.
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
So here we are talking about analytics.
Again, EtherCAT proprietary, invented by Beckhoff.
Yes, and it is open standard. So we have 5,200 members. We have over 1,000 manufacturers buying the technology from Beckhoff. But it's operated as a separate group, as ATG group. But it's owned and sponsored by Beckhoff.
Cool, all right.
So as you see here, a terminal, this is air pressure coming directly to the PLC. With the analytics, full analytics with latest generation up to, this is Windows i7 series, so it's really powerful. So for example, if we run this and we show the machine, for example, this is how the machine works. We can read the pressure rates. I can show you the analytics over there. We can see the pressure rate for income and backward, and we can compare it with results. And if the pressure rate is getting less by time, that means the actuator is malfunctioning. Yeah?
And again, typical applications. What are we looking at here?
This is a general case. Anything movement, any movement case, where you can put the sensors, you can monitor it. Once it's monitored, you have the data over there, it's visual, then you can get the alarm and statistics.
Okay. Final thing here, cloud-based connectivity at the Beckhoff stands. Let's take us through this element.
Cloud-based. So the concept behind this, we want to show this is very easy because cloud-based does not require any configuration or programming efforts. So we just plug in the cables and then we manually open the browser in this automatic browser. You open it, you set the data and algorithm for login because you need to receive this data somewhere. You put the data, your job is done. Now you have IoT, PLC with auto programming, using of course MQTT, AMQP, and OPC UA, certified by Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure.
There's a lot of acronyms there.
Yes.
All right. Hafez, you've been in the market, well, Beckhoff has been in the market in the Middle East market since 2007. You cover all verticals, of course. In this region, what is the largest market? Largest verticals, that is.
See, in UAE, there's infrastructure. It's industrial infrastructure. It's huge, but oil and gas is on the top. I think building automation still on the top. Then it follows with water and utilities. Then it follows by smart manufacturing, smart factories, and so on, and digitalizations. Because digitalization is not a market; it's a horizontal, so it applies to everything. So.
And on that smart manufacturing point, obviously the UAE has strong ambitions to be sort of a manufacturing hub in the region and even globally. Do you see manufacturing as a key growth area?
Definitely. See, the manufacturing is the key success for any industry. It's depending. It's a long term. It's healthy. And the UAE, they already set a vision for 2030. So we see more and more people, more easier documents on the manufacturers. He wants to open manufacturing facilities, reducing tax on them. There's a lot of support, and I have personally interacted with many new open manufacturers, and we already coordinating on the next product or next machines they are building, and we are trying to support them in this area. And I see big potential in UAE and the GCC region because it's definitely the healthiest income for...
Big ambitions, don't they?
It is, yes.
Okay, one more day, SBS, of course, are almost at the end of day one today. One more day at the Dubai World Trade Center tomorrow. Who would you like to meet on your final day?
Okay, as Beckhoff, we are so technical, as you saw. We like to see technical people, of course, decision makers. Really important to see them because we want to tell them the benefit out of this, because this needs to make sense in the end of the day, right? So we try to see decision makers, technicals, engineers, electrical engineers, project managers, all related with the technical related projects. Definitely machine builders. This is top priority for.
And what about end users?
End users, actually, that's what I meant by decision makers, because End users is really important because they need to see what's in the latest trend with automation, so they are not forced by a system integrator or someone to sell them something. So they can see more open to understand, and then definitely they are really important to see.
And a lot of them around too, I guess.
Yes, we have met. I've met many so far.
Hafez, thank you very much, and good luck with the rest of SBS Automation Middle East.
Problem.